Hi guys, welcome to TRACECON 2021. This is Yahwanth here. I'm a cybersecurity consultant and also a cybercrime investigator as an intern at keycybr. And I also deal with cybercrimes and also we investigate them here. I can help you out when you face a cybercrime or else you face a cyber attack. You can feel free to contact us. The session is about cybersecurity and the level of what availability is present and what are the cons and also like what are the disadvantages of cyber security in India, like totally depending upon the level of availability of cybersecurity in India. So we'll be discussing about that. Many people have doubts regarding the cybersecurity like field. So they say that it's not that secure for a job to achieve. So why is it so? Does it still sounds the same in the 2020-21? Let's see that. So let's get to the session, starting it now. World with cybersecurity. Here exists the power of gods. Yeah, you heard it right. Here exists the power of gods. Why did I include that? Yeah, that's for a reason, right? So see, due to this technology, what are the main things that we can do? Once, if you think of that, you can see a lot of things, right? Day-to-day life has been comfortable and easier to live due to technology. What is technology? Yeah, I guess that will be also a question for you to arise. So, what is technology? Technology is a kind of thing which is prepared by some logics or some kind of implementation of some kind of technical stuff with codings, with machine learnings, interaction with the devices, etc. So, consisting of many features and many things, we'll be developing a single component which can evolve as technology. So, phone. What is a mobile phone? Yeah, what is a phone? It's an IoT device which is generated by some kind of components, chips, sensors, AMOLED screen, and many more, fingerprint sensors, and many more. Yeah. So this consists of many things, right? Then what are possible in this thing? Mobile. Everyone do have a mobile in their hands. So what things can be done using these mobiles? I think the answer would be everything, right? Everything is done on our fingertips. Why so? Human life is being so complicated in such a way that we need to think of some alternative things for every day. We woke up in the morning and think for a new problem every day. We are being a creative minds and a set of minds that are approaching a solution in different ways. Even from other countries, people hire Indians as they are creative at design and also creative at thoughts for solutions. So, such India is going to be the first person and he should be the top. But why is it? Is there any fault or any drawback? Let's discuss in this session. Let's get into the PPT outline. In this, we'll be learning about what is ethical hacking. Yeah, people are crazy about the stuff called hacking. But what is the process of hacking? Is there any exact process that we need to follow? Yeah, doing some kind of hacking, like illegal hacking, will be causing you trouble. I suggest not to do that until unless you have rights, permissions, etc. to achieve what you think. Before going to the topic ethical hacking, you will be learning some kind of stuffs, basic stuffs. So that we'll be discussing in the further. And coming to the next topic, top attack vectors. So what is top attack vectors? The attack vectors are like instead of that, India is causing many kind of cyber crimes and cyber attacks. So we'll be discussing the major cyber attacks that are being used in India. Scope of cybersecurity in India. This also will be discussed so that you'll be getting some good understanding of what is cybersecurity level of availability in India and prevention of cyber attacks. So prevention of cyber attacks also will be discussed to make you secure from cyber crimes and cyber attacks. What set of mind does the criminal has? So that we'll be discussing in the part of main targets of cyber crimes. And the major parts come here. See, how to sustain in field of IT. Yeah, this would be the exact question for every IT engineer or as a person in IT field. So what do we need to be part of cybersecurity and also the part of IT consultant or IT field? So why is it so to be in this field? Like, what are the skills? What are the behavior should be like this? Like, we'll be having some suggestions, right? So ignoring these all suggestions, we'll be knowing about the technical stuff and how to sustain in the IT field. And coming to the next thing, work experience. Work experience should be more. Yeah, like without work experience, the interviewer can't believe that you are capable of doing such works. So you need to have some work experience for that. And coming to the next thing is my vision for cyber world. Yeah, we'll be learning all these things in this presentation. Moving on to the next. What is ethical hacking? Yeah, as I said that hacking has some process. A hacking cannot be done in such a way that it causes trouble to others. No, that's not called as hacking. People believe that causing harm, getting control, or exploring some vulnerabilities of a person is hacking. No, I don't agree with that. Hacking has a particular way to do, and also there are many steps that you need to follow while hacking. So, to be clear about that point, ethical hacking. Yeah, what is ethical hacking? Ethical hacking is not like a single word. It's a two words. It's a combination of two words: ethical and hacking. Ethical. What is ethical? Ethical can be said that ethical is a kind of moral things. A person is called ethical person. Like he's an ethical person. These words can be used for a person who is genuine, who is good at his activities, and who never misuses a kind of data or anything against the target. So what is it? Let's give some example for that. So if you be like, see, without manipulations, should give the exact reliable data to the person. So now to be like simple, we'll be making some example here. See, if you have received some award of like 10,000, unfortunately the company has dropped you 15,000. So what would you do? Basically, everyone thinks of like, yeah, it's a 15,000, right? Yeah, extra 5,000. So what would happen to the big company if I return 5,000? People think in this way. But ethical hacking, according to ethical hacking, what we need to do? It's our responsibility to take care that that 5,000 must be returned. Why? Why is it so? This is the word meaning of ethical hacking, like ethicals. So ethics and senses. So we will be having right that ethics and values. So ethics means that being genuine, not to show like we are genuine to others. It's to show that we are genuine to ourselves. So it depends upon us. So being genuine is nothing but ethical. And hacking. What is hacking? So hacking is a process where we'll be exploring some weakness of a target. So why is it so? Why should we explore targets like weakness? It's all because we need to make sure that everyone be secured. It's our responsibility. No one is going to be giving you that so and so person is not going to come to you and hi sir, so I want to secure my website, so can you please do this for me? Yeah, there are some cases where people approach ethical hackers, but ethical hackers are having some rights for them. There will be a license specially for them to have their desired, like he can test any website that he can. So the first thing is that he need to ask the organization, and he'll be taking receiving some permissions. So this is a process of hacking. So this all revolves around data and permissions. Permissions and data. So what is permissions and data? We'll be learning that. to make it simple, we'll be combining the two words ethical and hacking, and we'll be seeing what's that. So combining ethical and hacking is nothing but doing the hacking in genuine way such that there is no harm to others. This is known as ethical hacking. And the last point that ethical hacker need to remember that is he need to report the vulnerabilities only to the particular website owners, not other than him. If he discloses the information to other business persons, so he can be behind bars. This is the thing that is going to be happen when you are going to misuse the data or vulnerabilities that you find. Being an ethical hacker, even being an ethical hacker, that's a crime. So moving on to the next. Top attack vectors. So these are the familiar attacks that faced India to get down. So many business companies in India has been shut down due to these things. The first one comes is DOS attack, denial of services. So what is denial of services? What is service? The first thing is, what is service? Yeah, service is a process where a customer is going to interact with the shopkeeper and get the required thing that he wants. So what is the process behind this? The person entering into the shop will be requesting the shopkeeper for a particular thing or item. So he wants to purchase a water bottle. Let's take an example of water bottle. Once he wants to purchase a water bottle, he will be taking care that he'll be specifying the brand of the water bottle and the cost of the water bottle he wants. So shopkeeper will be matching that range of expectations or else the requirements, and he'll be bringing the water bottle and giving it to him. So he is delivering that water bottle to the customer as per his request. This is known as service. Responding to the request given is known as service. So what does servers do? Let me tell you. Servers interact with the customer's website or else browser and will be capturing the request with the ID and session type, session tokens, so that it can provide the exact requirement of the customer. It will be delivering the request through the browser and will be executing in the website. So this is the process of the server. It will be accepting the request and releasing the response to the particular customer. Yeah. Next thing happens here is what, as we are discussing about DOS attacks, what happens here. So let me give you a simple example. We are in a line of booking a tickets. So booking tickets is a kind of process. So we need to like stand in the queue, and we need to go through all the persons in front of us, and then when your chance comes, you need to take the ticket, or else you need to wait for your turn. So assume that what happens if a people of 50 members directly went to the counter. They rushed out there and all were asking for tickets at a single point of time. So what would the cashier do? Or else the person sitting there, what does he do? He'll be shutting down the counter, or else he will be asking them to come in the line. So this takes a times of like this takes some time to execute. Like see, you need to like sort them out in a queue, and then you need to take care that this person comes a line by line again. So this is a time process taking. So until then you will be shutting down the counter. The counter wouldn't be working, right? So in the same way, in the same scenario here, this is going to be happening with a server. Server gets a number of requests at a time, at single time. So due to this, server gets confusion and it will be shutting down the server, and it will be trying to repair it itself. It will be restarting the server, so that to assume that the server will be restarting the server itself and will be accepting the request again. So this restarting of this server will be taking a lot of time. In the lot of time, the website will be down. Without a server, website can't be monitored or accessed. So due to this, there is a loss of money for the person who is running this website. So customers may visit for an order to the customer website, but what happens if the website isn't available for the customer? He gets irritated and he goes to the other business company to complete his job. So in this way, there is a loss for this so and so company which is getting down. So this is known as DOS attack. Servers do have some bandwidth. A bandwidth of, let's take an example of 5,000. So a server has a bandwidth of 5,000. So now when we want to use a DOS attack, then we need to have a bandwidth of minimum 6,000 so that we can take down the server. But a server, like a person, only can generate 1,000 bandwidth. Assume that it's an example. So a person can only generate 1,000 bandwidth. So can he take down the server? Probably no. So why does he, what does he take the next step to be taking down the web server? So he will be looking for some other friends or for the group of hackers. Then he will be combining with them, and then he will be attacking the website. As because he'll be getting more bandwidth at a time. So once he takes the help of his friends or else hackers in a group, then all the persons will be hacking will be sending a request of bandwidth 1,000 each. So 5 members or 6 members together can take down the server with a bandwidth of 5,000, as because each person will be generating 1,000 bandwidth. In this way, the distributed DOS attack is done. This is called as distributed DOS attack. DOS attack is different and DDoS attack is different. DDoS attack is distributed among members, but DOS attack is done by a single person. So in this way, you will be having a different scenarios in between them. So these are the main things that you need to learn between DOS and DDoS attack. Coming to next, man in the middle. So what is man in the middle attack? Yeah, I hope you will be understanding that this consists of 3 persons. So you will be having 3 persons here. The first person is hacker, and the other person is, okay, let's guess this. Who will be the middle person? Okay, let me finish this sentence. See, the first hacker will be the first thing will be hacker, the first person, and third person will be the target. So the person who is in the between of hacker and the target is a man in the middle. So this is the person who is innocent, who has no connection with the attack. But hacker uses him as a puppet to take over the target. So he could trap the this so and so called as innocent person to go to a particular place and complete this task. So if you complete this task, you'll be getting some lottery. This will be conveyed by the hacker, but this will be conveyed in such a way that this hacker is a person of some government employee or else some kind of bank employee. So in this way, he will be conveying this message to the innocent person. So what this innocent person does, he will be trusting this person as he is from some company. So he will be taking some good thoughts into his brain, and he'll be expecting for, yeah, I'm going to get some good money, why should I lose it? So he'll be assuming in this way, and he will be trying to get into the his calls or else his mails, and he will be replying him back. So what should I do? What's my task to do to achieve my lottery? Then this hacker will be addressing this innocent person indirectly. Why is it indirectly? Hacker wants to, hacker mostly hide their data as they will be maintaining their anonymity. So he'll be faking his ID, and he will be explaining the process what he needs to do. So what is the process that this person is going to do? So he will be giving some, okay, hacker will, let's take an example. So this hacker will be saying to this person that you will be having a delivery to your home today. Sometime he'll be mentioning some time there. So in this time, you will be getting a package to your home what the thing you need to do is just take that package and go to the required place that he says, and then he needs to deliver that. He needs to throw it there, and he needs to come, and he'll be getting your reward into your account. So this is explained by the hacker through a mail or as a call using some voice modulator. In this way, he will be delivering the content to him. So once the content is delivered, this innocent person will be trying to complete this task. Once the task is complete, he'll be trying to complete the task, right? So to complete this task, he needs to obey all the things that this hacker has specified to him. So he needs to receive a package first thing, and he needs to go there, and he needs to throw it there. So these are the steps he need to do. So what is in the package that's necessary for him, for whom? The hacker. So the hacker wants to deliver this packet to this particular place. So what he does, he will be sending this person to the particular place, and he will be saying to do this work to this person. Once this packet is delivered there, the connection with this innocent person gets disconnected. The hacker deletes all the log histories, and he will be deleting himself from the world, as he is already a fake account. So his fake account will be deleted from this world, and he will be acting as a normal person in society. So now, what does the package consists of? Let's take an example of that. Let's assume that this is a bomb, or else this consists of a tracking device or a jammer. So let's assume that this is a jammer. So the particular area is in that particular area there is going to be a meet. So this hacker wants to interrupt the meet. So he throws there a jammer, which will be making inconvenience to that particular meet. So in this way, the hacker will be using this innocent person to complete his task. So now, when we backtrack this so and so called as a package, we'll be seeing the footage of a innocent. We'll be seeing the footage of the innocent person who is throwing the packet into that place. So now, who is blamed here? Who will be under arrest? This person called as man in the middle. The innocent person will be arrested because of violating the things, and he planted that. So we are not sure that he will be receiving the he'll be receiving his credit. It's all fake, right? So it may or may not. There are chances. So never take these risks of getting involved into the people who say you that you will be getting some free lottery. Please do do this thing, do this task, do that task. So you need to make sure that you are not believing them without any evidence. So to believe them, we need to have some proofs, right? So make sure that you will be seeing them and validating them before you get into any assignments or else tasks that they give. Coming to next, phishing and spear phishing. So what's a phishing attack? Phishing attack are people will be facing some kind of mails, right? How many of you are willing to use Gmails, emails? I hope you will be already having them, but a few newbies will be trying to access the Gmails, as they will be promoting from them, and they will be having some good official things to do. So they will be creating some emails and Gmails. So without some experience of these phishing websites, or else some good knowledge over these phishing websites, people get into traps, mainly the educational people. So people from 10th to they come from educational levels to the higher levels, they start to create emails, Gmails. So what does that happen? What do happen? Oh, why is it advantage or disadvantage for a person to create a Google uh, account or else Gmail or email? I don't see. I am not forcing that delete your accounts or else delete the mails. It's not that. There's no force on deleting or creating an account over Gmails or emails. So what the only thing is that hackers target emails and Gmails to deliver phishing websites. So the only thing I request is people need to be aware of phishing. What is phishing? They need to know about these phishing attacks, and also how does that happen and how to secure ourselves. So phishing website is a kind of cloned website. Let's take an example of Yeah, let's take an example of this concept called as Instagram. So many people have Instagrams and they also love to use that. They keep on scrolling that and they love to read content over that and they like share and etc. Things will be happening over internet. And so what happens now? This hacker has cloned the Instagram website. There are many free like tools that are available over internet to clone a particular website. So once he clones the website, he will be uploading this code to a particular server to interact, to gain the credentials. So he will be updating this into a particular hosting website. But the thing is here is he receives some different kind of domain with like 00.1, 00.2, or else like login pages, or else web hosting dot solutions. So in this way, the domain wouldn't be as desired as the hacker wants. So Instagram couldn't be replicated with the same domain. So what does he do? He'll be creating some same domain with the Instagram name Instagram, making sure that this Instagram will be having a small spelling mistake in it. The first letters will be same, like in INST, but after the G, you'll be having some spelling mistakes there. So he can introduce some special characters even to if he is going to be like if he is a good professional in creating a phishing websites, he will be using some creating like emojis. He'll be using emojis to show you the lock symbol, which means that it's a secure one. So in this way, a hacker can think in such a way, in such a creative way that to trap a person in such a way that he's going to be 100%ly he's going to be fallen into the trap. So he plans in this way. So he is going to be creating some good good impression to the user that this is an original website of Instagram. So what does this happen? The user tries to enter his user ID and also password there, where you can also see that where this kind of things happen, like when you enter your password, this website will be giving you the web page of sorry, we couldn't open your account, your account password is incorrect, so please try it again. So this will be executing million of times whenever you click the sign in button, even if you enter the password, even if you doesn't don't enter the password also. So what is the thing behind this? In copying the websites or phishing websites, we can't make everything possible. So we can't clone exact application into this phishing website. So the first only the front part of login is created here, and some attachment, the redirection of this page is done to some error page to manipulate the person and get the credentials to the server. Once you enter the credentials will be stored into the server and the credentials will be in the hand of hacker. In this way, phishing websites are used to deliver like gram credentials. So how does this phishing websites are being delivered to the persons? Through emails and Gmails. So if suppose yeah, Microsoft is going to take some recruiters into its team. So people Microsoft will be sending a message to you that hi, this is Microsoft, I am willing for this so and so position and etc. So in this similar way, phishing mails also have the same things. Like see, like they'll be having a Microsoft logo there, and it will be having some content with some kind of stamps, trademarks. So it will be like showcasing like some original thing, as it will be cloning the original thing. But all the thing here happens is we'll be having a lot of grammatical mistakes in the sentences, or else like you'll be having some grammatical mistakes in the link URL. Like it can't be Instagram, it can be Instagram underscore 123 .com, or else Instagram dot login .com. So there will be no like thing called as Instagram dot login .com, where it's dot login is a subdomain where it will be using this Instagram as a main domain. But this isn't possible for us to create this kind of subdomains basing upon Instagram, as the Instagram is already taken by the persons, so we can't get other permissions to create a new Instagram domain. So in this way, phishing websites are generated. Coming to the spear phishing, what is spear phishing? So spear phishing is a like process where you will be studying a single target. You'll be picking a target, and then you'll be analyzing him deeply, and then you will be understanding what does he do, like his day-to-day lifetime, and also like see when does he eats, when does he sleeps, when does he have his lunch, dinner, and when he'll be going to the office, when he'll be leaving out, what friends he have, etc., contacts, etc. So in this way, you'll be collecting the deep information of the target, and then you will be proceeding to the spear phishing. So let us assume an example that this target has visited a showroom today at 10 o'clock. So that information has been delivered to the hacker. What does hacker do? So he'll be visiting the nearest, the person's target's showroom, and he'll be like spying on him. Being surroundings to him, he'll be spying on what does he takes, what like the process what he's doing. So what is the benefit here? I'll be discussing that. Wait a minute. So let's go on. So this person, this target is going to take some kind of car with some model name, and he has paid some amount. Not some, he has paid full amount. Amount like assume that the car is of 5 lakhs. So with some kind of extra charges on the on road price and etc., the car is a total of 1,50,000. So this customer, this target has paid 5,50,000 to the showroom, and the showroom a person executive manager has said that this so and so model that you are requesting for isn't available right now, so we could deliver your car in 2 days to your home. So please leave your address here so that we can come to your home and give you the car. So in this way, the manager has conveyed to the target. So these words are heard by the hacker. This is the major thing where a hacker can use this so situation into his hands. He can grab the situation into his hands, and he will be thinking of some creative idea to implement. So being an hacker, okay. So let's take an example here. What does the mind of hacker be? So he will be thinking in such a way that okay. So now he is going to home, and he'll be receiving his car in 2 days. So what can we do? So hacker gets an idea of like this. See, so he's going to get his car in 2 days. So he'll be sending a email tonight, as saying that sorry for the inconvenience, sir. We are from showroom so and so company. The company will be like he'll be as he visited the company, he'll be knowing the company, right? So he'll be including some logo there and the signature of the manager there. He'll be morphing that, and yeah, the content over there is like, see, sorry for the inconvenience, sir, but you have to pay a amount of 15,000 for the extra fittings that we are going to do for your car. It's just for testing the acceleration for engine, and there'll be and then this hacker will be mentioning some kind of accessories that he had like he'll be making sure that he is going through the slip of accessories that the car has. So comparing the list with the accessories that showroom fits, he'll be saying some extra features. So when he says these extra features, but he'll making sure that these extra features are hidden. So like see, if the all the things are done by the showroom, you'll be saying that okay, so the all testing purpose we'll be having 15,000, and we'll be adding some extra uh, engine oil or else some petrol to your tank. So you'll be having a charge of 15,000, sir. So you need to pay amount of 15,000 to our account, and he'll be giving a link there. What happens when this target reads this email? So he will be thinking that, yeah, I have paid this much amount to the company, and this is the same model that I am requesting. So this should be delivered by tomorrow. So what is this that I need to do here? He'll be seeing that. So he'll be telling all the points with his additional activity. Like he'll be seeing that how much did he pay to the showroom? Yeah, I have paid this, and he'll be comparing that and tick mark. Yeah, he'll be going to the next line. So this is the model car that I have requested. So this, yeah, done. So these are the parts that they have promised to be fitted for me. Yeah, done. So now what is the extra thing that they are doing for me? You'll be seeing this. So what is the extra thing is testing. Testing all the engines and all, changing the oils, and also giving some good brakes. So in this way, the hacker will be giving some other list there. So that it will be believing for the person to understand that this is going to be reliable. So once this trust is developed, he'll be generating the money of 15,000, and he'll be sending it to the hacker through using the link. In this way, spear phishing is done. This is an example, good example for spear phishing. Coming to password attacks. What is password attacks? Password attacks are being familiar nowadays. Like, these are a kind of things where people can risk their social media accounts. Not only social media accounts, many websites, admin panels are also being hacked using these password attacks. So to attack a person's website, you have admin, so and so called as admin panel. There you can access that whole website and control its traffic there. But you need some username and password for the admin panel. So what can them be? So yeah, we'll be knowing that what does that happens in some situation of business companies. So let's take an example of yeah, there is an high billionaire company where it has a website which generates a lots of income for them, where the customer gives the orders from their website. So in this way, the business is going on. So once a day, a hacker has started to have like try multiple paths in the URL, and then what happens? What happens? He will be finding the admin panel and he'll be accessing that. So accessing that requires username and password. So hacker has tried a simple password of admin, and below that you'll be having password of password. So he tried this and done. You are checked in. You got the control over website. Yes, the website is hacked. So in this way, due to this passwords and usernames of simple ones, hackers are getting access to the multi-billion companies also. So why does this happen? Business companies are so out of time that they don't even care about the security that they provide, as they're getting a lots of income, right? Who will be concentrating on some tiny particles. So in this way, a person is a billionaire, or else this person is going to ignore the security concepts of his websites. So due to this, these attacks are done, password attacks. So coming to the next, SQL injections. What is SQL injections? I hope all of you are familiar with if and else. So okay, let's leave if and else. Let's discuss about true or false. So what is true, what is false? If a condition is so particularly correct, then you say that it's true. When a condition is particularly false, then you'll be saying that it's false. There's no much difference. So what happens? Like, what is that condition here? So websites have some responsive materials in them. Like there are some scripts. When there is a scripts used in the website, there are possibilities of exploring SQL injections, and also you'll be having you'll be getting the database explored, like exploited, and you can display the database on the website using some SQL injections here. So for testing purpose, we include a comma into the URL to know whether the particular website is vulnerable to SQL injections or not. How do you know, like if it's vulnerable or not? So once you enter a comma into the URL, you'll be receiving a message of sorry, SQL, there is an SQL error. So in this way, you'll be having some SQL error. uh, Due to this, you can say that yeah, here exists an error, so there is an SQL vulnerability in this so and so called website. So this is the process of this SQL injection, where you'll be putting some true or false conditions. When that's true, then only it will be following. False, it will be ignoring the website, and it will be getting your access to the website. Next, eavesdropping attack. What is eavesdropping? Listening to a private conversation without the permission of them is known as eavesdropping. There's nothing much to explain there. It's just listening of a conversation between two persons privately. Malware attacks. So this is the attack which covers all the attacks and all the controls. So you can gain a complete access of a device using this malware attack. So ever experienced of some websites where they automate themselves and download the applications? Yeah, if you have seen them, you can see that the websites get opens themselves, and they download the things automatically without our acceptance. So what happens after this installation? These applications consist of malwares. Once a malware is installed into a computer or a device, you will be totally under the control of hacker. Why? Because the hacker gets control over your device. As a malware is injected into that, you'll be having the option of calling, chatting, changing data, and also deleting your files, deleting your photos. Everything is possible for the hacker while he injects this malware into your phone. These are the top attacks of that caused in India till now. So, scope of ethical hacking in India. So, what is the scope of ethical hacking in India? Yeah, predictions, job opportunities, where we are now, and what is India lacking. So, these are the concepts that we are really learning in the coming up slides. So, predictions. Going on to the predictions. Before that, let's question ourselves. Can India become a global security hub? What will be the answer for that? Yes or no? Yeah, probably the answer would be yes, as because, see, the answer is yes because people think that India is still developing, but it's never been developed, as because we keep updating India with new technologies and new softwares and new politicians. So India could be never developed, but it's always in progress, as because we are updated in every topic and every aspect, being on the top. So in the same process, cybersecurity also will be emerging in our India in a high fields of expectations. So yes, it can be possible that India can be standing as global security hub. For the presently, the father and everything for cybersecurity is Israel. It's called as Silicon Valley for cybersecurity. Predictions by cybersecurity professionals. So predictions, what is predictions? So these predictions are by the professional cybersecurity enthusiasts and also researchers, as because they generate a reliable data to the society to know about what is happening in all over the world. When we study these things, according to the study, Union Ministry of Information Technology has estimated that we are in need of 5 lakhs of cybersecurity consultants or the professionals by 2015. Why so? As because we have hit with many crimes till 2012, we had realized that we need to have some alternative for that. So people have started to hire cybersecurity professionals or security analysts to know whether the particular item or application is secured completely. So in this way, cybersecurity started to grow. This was announced by Union Minister of Information Technology in the year of 2013. So what happens? What happens after this? What happened? Where are we present now? So we'll be learning that for the upcoming slides. So before that, we'll be knowing, see, what is NASCOM? NASCOM is a society, a company which provides a good and reliable security informations, and also not only cyber security, it also provides a good information of every IT topics that are going on in the world. So in this way, you'll be updated in every aspect with the help of NASCOM company. So president of NASCOM, Chandrasekhar, he is the person of NASCOM. So he has stated that India is in need of 3 million cybersecurities by next 3 years. So where the difference? Like, see, our union minister has addressed that we need 5 lakh cybersecurity professionals. But here NASCOM has provided that 3 million cybersecurity professionals. Yeah, that yeah. So I'll be saying that, see, Union Ministry of Indian IT has declared this information in the year of 2013, and NASCOM has provided this information in the year of 2015. So see, the gap is more, and the change of this graph is being increased by years. So see, like in the time gap of 3 years, there is a lot of requirement increased. So you can see what is the increment of this our requirement in India. So requirement is of 3 million cybersecurity professionals by next 3 years. So did we reach the point, or else we have 3 millions? Do we have? So we'll be looking into that. According to Worldline CEO Deepak Chandni, he said that Mumbai alone is experiencing a 12,000 to 14,000 range of fraudulent activities, so and so called as cybercrimes. So in this way, cybercrimes are being increased every month on the range of 12 to 14,000. So why does this happen? It's only happening in Mumbai. Still, if we have a total count, it will be more. So we'll be learning about what is the total count next. Okay. So job opportunities in India. So people think that cybersecurity isn't a field where we feel secure in our jobs. No, it's a totally secure job where you can go to multiple aspects and multiple branches. Here you learn about everything, networking, etc., etc., and all the things are covered by security professionals. As because he need to be looking into every aspect of the application. So analyst application security, what does his job is? A normal security person also can analyze the code and say that here the particular code is being available to the other classes, and also he can like due to this a person can see all the data of the company. So in this way, a normal person also can say that, but only a ethical hacker or else a cybersecurity professional will be knowing the ways to explore or exploit the websites or applications. So see, let's give an example for you. If a thief like is entering into your home, he will be having an exact idea from where to enter into the home and where to exit. So if your house has two exits and two entries, so you have a front door and back door, and you have side windows. So thief can plan in such a way that he already knows that it can he'll be planning in such a way that this like home will be having two entries and two exits, as because the front end comes under exit and entrance. So you can also enter through the backside door or else from the windows. So he can enter through any ways. He'll be like thinking in 360 degrees. But what is in situation of a guest coming to your home? So when a guest comes to home, from where does he enters? Directly from the entrance, right? So he wouldn't be coming through the window or else through the back door, right? In this way, only ethical hacker can know what the loopholes are and what is the process where we can test this. So only he can know. So the companies hire analyst application security with the persons who have knowledge about ethical hacking and cyber security. And there are many things like consultant, networking security, cybersecurity auditor, crime investigator for industries of for web technologies. So people think that private jobs, private company jobs, and also like startup jobs are insecure. They may fall anytime. If you do feel that, you have opportunity of going to the government also. So being a cybercrime investigator is a part of government. So you will be a part of crime unit. So you will be having a good security for your job. You'll be having government job, right? So once you have a government job, you'll be having some security in that. So in this way, you can also move to the government sector also, as we'll be having some good opportunities, and also we'll be having some good uh, things to learn there when you interact with the government. You'll be having some daily tasks which are not routine. So you'll be facing new targets, new cases, and new things to explore. But whereas in cybersecurity, like in private jobs, it will be like same kind of routine testing everything, testing bugs, etc. So my recommendation is that cybercrime investigator is way better than being able to join into private networks. Advantage is that many companies started startups, and also MNC companies had faced many cyber attacks. So due to these, people has a requirement of security testings, and also they want to make sure that they are secure in their websites or secure in their organizations. So why do they need cybersecurity here? So they hire them, and they will be starting to like know that this is so and so, right? So they will be willing to do whatever things that are provided. by the hacker or a cybersecurity enthusiast. So in this way, cybersecurity professional is going to work under the company and is going to give the guidance in such a way that the people can start securing themselves, implementing security precautions. So in this way, you have a lot of opportunities open in India. Let's see the requirement next. Like, okay, we have discussed about all the cybersecurity stuff till now. So what is cybersecurity? First thing, like what does cybersecurity? Where from it has origin? So we'll be knowing the history of cybersecurity in the next upcoming slide. So where are we now? So before that, going to the point of where are we present, we'll be knowing from where have we origin in cybersecurity. So from where did cybersecurity come? What is the origin of cybersecurity? Cybersecurity was named as computer security in the starting. It was born in 1970, and the term cybersecurity was coined in 1972. There's a crazy story behind naming it as cybersecurity. The story behind that was like the first hacking technique was that a person has interrupted a telegraph that has to be sent to the other person. So there was interruption in the message and there was disturbance of privacy. So there comes the cybersecurity. So they called that as computer security in the starting and then coined the word called cybersecurity in 1972. In this way, cybersecurity has born totally in 1972. In March 2011, Indian Ministry of Communications and Information Technology released draft National Cybersecurity Policy. Yeah, even though cybersecurity was born in 1972 in other countries, we, India, had origin, like we have brought cybersecurity into implementation in the year of 2011. It's brought up by our IT, our IT minister. So he had brought this cybersecurity into the India in 2011. Even though we got an IT Act in 2000, we didn't have cybersecurity in our India. Do you know that we have IT Act, which consists of some laws where we have to like respect others' privacy. We should not be interrupting with their devices or else their data. No data should be changed from the websites. So these are a few rules and regulations that are included in IT Acts. Once this was given in the 2000, people had followed these IT laws and have punished the crimes that has been happened. But in 2008, people started to think that there should be more things added to the IT law. As there was more technology updated, people thought of having some good, more and clear laws to the hackers to be punished. If a person is going to be violating so and so rules, they need to be like punishing by this rule, by this case, and by this amendment. So in this way, IT Act was updated in the year of 2008. India has released the Great Need of Cybersecurity in 2011. As mentioned, 2011 was the starting point of cybersecurity in India. India requires 4 million professionals, but where it is in far cry in a reality. So people had to require 4,000. Like see, the count started from 5 lakhs and increased for 3 million and now it's 4 million by 2021. So we are expecting this much of people to be being a cybersecurity field, but the thing is that we are in a less amount of cybersecurity and we are shortage in this field in India. So let's discuss about what are the number of crimes that have happened till now in India. Yeah, I hope you see the biggest count. Yeah, that's a big count, right? So what does that mean for us? So what is it? It's totally a big number. So why is it displayed here? Yeah, the point is there are 4 billion 7 million 57 crimes happening in India right now. So this is a count, exact count of the things happened in India till now, from the starting of 2000 or the act, yeah, 2000 IT Act. From then, counting that, we have experienced the amount of cyber crimes till now, and also there is an increment of 12,457 crimes per month in India. You can say that this is any reliable information that I'm giving you. So these are information that is collected from different various websites of cybersecurity professionals like NASCOM and other professional companies. So Kaspersky, these have generated a few count on where the India is standing with cyber crimes. So these are the statistics of requirement and available of cyber professionals in India. The green line shows you the requirement of the cyber professionals in India, and the orange line shows you the available cybersecurity professionals. You can see that there is a great difference there. But you can say that we are being a step backward. Why is it so? People started to habituate to this cybersecurity from 2019. So why does this happen? What happened till now? Why is it only generating from now? So we'll be knowing about the timeline in further. What is India lacking? So from the year 2018, 2019, 2021. So this is a timeline where cybersecurity has emerged in a strong manner, and now it's trending and it's on the top of requirements of the recruiters and all business companies. So in 2018, they started a great attack, which is also known as the ransomware. People had thought of say like what is this, like they didn't have an idea about what is a ransomware even. So people had clearly a doubt of what is a ransom. So hackers from different countries have like given the explanation of this ransomware, what is a ransom. So these topics have studied from the other countries and adopted from them into India, and here comes the ransomware. What is a ransom? So there will be like a lock over your computers. It will be locking all your data, and you'll be not accessing. You can't have an access to the particular computer's data files. So what happens for this? You will be having a lot of difficulties once you face this ransomware. As because data is so important for us, we can't make everything rebuilt again, or else we can't recover that unless until you recover, like upload this all information to your drives or one drives, etc. So once things is like the in the company in 2018, the company has faced a ransom, and it has to pay a lot of money in the currency of bitcoins. So those days bitcoins were a hike, like there are the highest currency all over the world. So bitcoins have highest currencies, so they have demanded of this much amount of currencies by that particular company. Then the company had to pay that much amount of money to the hacker to release the ransom lock. So if we couldn't pay that money in a given limit of time, then the systems will be deleted for permanently, and all the data will be erased from that systems. But these data will be in the hand of hacker. So he can sell the, even though if he loses the ransom deal here, he can use this like data, and he can sell this over dark nets or else dark web. So in this way, all the things happen. This happened in the 2008 year of 18. So this made a great awareness of cyber attacks to all the multinational companies. So they started to look for people of cybersecurity who can test and monitor everything and every of aspects. So there were like a lot of so research on solution for the ransomware. So there's like a different encryption. Once an encryption is done, it's impossible to decrypt it. So there are some algorithms for that. We can't decrypt them. So they are totally randomized. So we can't even expect them. It's a long hit. So in the 2018, this happened. And coming to 2019, there was a bit improvement in this. So people started to research and also learn about cybersecurity and its solutions from foreign countries. They came up with an idea of solution to the ransomware called as OneDrive. So all have updated all the data over Drive and have secured it. So we can't assume that Drive is secure, but it's a backup of your data where you can depend on that when if we hit with a ransom. So only the data is updated to the cloud servers. In this way, all the thing is being happened, but all the things behind this is looking for some alternative. We are always looking for some solutions. So in this way, evolution is done from 2018 to 2019. Here there are a increment in cybersecurity professionals, and they started to make some good amount of progress. Coming to 2020, here started the main revolution of startups. People had got a good idea about startups, and many companies and many persons individually have taken responsibility of giving awareness about cyber crimes and cyber attacks. So people were started to work towards cybersecurity. They have prepared many startups in name of awareness of cyber attacks and cyber crimes. So this made people to educate and also learn new technologies, also to protect them from cyber attacks. And coming to the present year, 2020-21, there's a great demand of cybersecurity professionals in the multinational companies. So you can approach them even if you have a good experience in the cybersecurity, and you will be recruited there. So these are the new skills are always being updated in years to years. So the only thing that we need to do is we should be updated with every technology that we are going to be facing. Coming to the next slide, we'll be discussing about the cyber crimes and what are the mindset of a hacker. So India has experienced 23 significant cyber attacks. Most of them were caused due to the employees working there. So to enter into a particular organization, we use ID cards. So these ID cards are only used to enter into the building. So once you enter into the building, you'll be given the access to all computers and all things. So what only thing you need to do is you need to have identity card to enter into the company. So these employees were the key points for hackers to go in. So in this way, hackers had targeted the employees with low knowledge of cybersecurity. So they had targeted them and they had started to attack them in such a way that they had used phishing attacks, they had used social engineering, and in this way they had started to attack the employee, and then they have been successfully into the company. From there is a process called as privilege escalation. They move from one level of promotion to the one level of thing to the another level. So they have promoted themselves from employee to the head, and head to the admin. So in this way, hacker has interrupted with the data of employee and has control over the website or the whole company. So in this way, the target has to the hacker thinks in such a way that he needs to go through this something called as process. They stick to a process while they do hacking. So in this way, they hack the company and get the results done. Coming to the next thing, stock markets. Stock markets are the main major points for a hacker, as because stock markets has a lot of money to invest and there's a lot of money to trap. So people invest a lot in stock markets, even they face loss. It's because of some greediness that we'll be having some more. People think that being people don't stop at a particular point. They aim for higher and higher and higher. Even if he reaches a point of unlimited, he'll be expecting for some more. He wouldn't be satisfied for a particular thing. So in the same way, stock markets also since are all prepared and monitored. So what happens? So see, this information is being generated by an IT industries, right? So what happens if this IT industries leak this data of increasing of this stock markets and etc. So many people had learned that see, data is the major thing that is playing a key role in stock markets. If there is a data of see, if there is going to be there is a stock market named as Vrillwins. So Vrillwins is a company that has just been started. And there is an information that Whirlwinds is going to have a lot of increase in shares and markets. So there is a news that please in there is a private news that all of you invest in the Whirlwinds. Like this is a like sensitive data that is exposed from the IT industries. Once this information is exposed, everyone will be withdrawing from all the investments that they have made in the other industries, and they put everything into this so and so called as Whirlwinds. When they put everything into Whirlwinds, then they get a profit of a lot of profit. But why? How? How are they keeping this all their investment into this so and so called as Whirlwind? How is it possible? Due to the leakage of data. So data has been playing a major role here. If the data is shared, then only the person is going to invest into that company, or else it's going to be just a profit of the person or the particular owner. So in this way, data is going to be placing a key role in this. So data is being stolen from the IT industries and being selling into dark webs. So not only this, I hope you all are aware of RAWs, CIDs, and investigation teams, FBIs. So these are some secret investigations that are related for government. So in this way, the information of to like when you want to know about these companies or like these institutions, you have to like do a lot of research. Even if you do a lot of research, you can't find anything. But the persons who are head of these particular organizations, they come to know that you are doing and your research on this so and so particular organization. So it's a point of risky thing. So in this way, hacker tries to get into the organization and grab the data as much as he can, and he sells that over dark web to gain a lot of he can gain a lot of money due to that, as because no one is that dare to dare enough to hack into that organizations, as they are so dangerous to do that, or they will be erasing you from the world itself. So they'll be erasing your data. Really, if you are a person named as so and so called as Ramesh or Suresh, then your ID, your Aadhaar, everything will be erased totally from the records of government. This is possible for the secret organizations. They are such powerful persons. So it's a total of risk thing. Even though if a hacker gets the details of these things, then he'll be given a lot of price to be paid. So in this way, hackers hack these particular points. And coming to the next point is IoT devices and grabbing them. So see, yeah, what do you think that hackers target the most? It's called the particular point of grabbing that more data. What's that point? What's the major point where the data is going to be available freely? It's none other than public places. So see, hackers concentrate on public places where the person can grab much details as he can. So he can grab as much details as can. Like see, a person also can get other cards. The person he is going to transfer to the other person. So these public areas are the main targets of the hackers, as because he can gain a large number of data there. So let's take an example here. So Wi-Fi's. I hope you are all are familiar with Wi-Fi's, right? A hacker can create his own fake Wi-Fi to provide some internet to the people, and once he provides the internet, everyone is going to be connecting to that. People are in such a greedy way that why should I use my net instead of getting a free Wi-Fi? So they'll be disconnecting their Wi-Fi, the internet, and they'll be connecting to the Wi-Fi, which is available freely. So once they connect to the available Wi-Fi, they will be on track. So these activities the person is going to perform connecting to this Wi-Fi will be monitored by the hacker. So we'll be getting every single detail that is going to be done on the device which is connected to the Wi-Fi. In this way, he's going to grab a lot of details of your payments, login credentials, etc. So all the things in the world depends upon data. Without data, the world is nothing. It's but only a zero. Data is most previous than any other things in the world. Not even diamonds, not even platinum, not even gems. So data is being a lot of precious thing in our life, day-to-day life. Prevention of cyber attacks. Here comes the prevention of cyber attacks. You need to make sure that you never connect with the public Wi-Fi. If there is an urgency of connecting to the public Wi-Fi, use the VPNs, as the VPNs provide you the particular fake IP address. It will be faking your IP address, and you'll be requesting your access, or else your so and so company, like your website will be accessed through different IP address. So your ID will be safe, and it will be faked by others. So the person who is going to control will be saving a different type of IP address so that we can't track you up. VPNs are totally a different concept of virtual private networkings. So VPNs make you secure. That can be discussed on upcoming webinars. And coming to the next thing is never visit malicious websites. You'll be having some kind of lock symbol when you access a website. When there is a lock symbol, then you can execute, like assume that it is a particular secure website, a bit of secure website. But we can't be sure that every website having a lock is secure. So there are again some different kind of third-party apps there, which will be detecting the phishing websites or else phishing software. So you can go through them for your comfortability to log into the website. So you can check them these websites in the particular third-party websites where it checks for the phishing websites or not. And next thing is that you need to have a good understanding of basic knowledge of hacking. So as we know that there are some kind of phishing attack. So now what will be having taking precautions? So when you read a message or else read a mail from now onwards into your what will be calling that? Yeah, into your mm yeah, into your mail ID or inboxes. You'll be taking care that you'll be reading all the spelling mistakes there, and also you'll be going through all the logos and everything. So once you are aware of some of a cyber attack, you'll be understanding. So yeah, this is the mode of where they'll be attacking me. So I need to be good and like conscious at this particular time. So in this way, you'll be getting to know why and how to defend yourself. So you need to have some good knowledge about like cyber attacks. And next thing is do not download pro versions, as you'll be free. Like everyone will trying to get some mod versions freely. So you'll be just searching for in Google in the sign in the like search box that need some pro versions download. What happens here? The mal as we discussed that malware is being injected to your laptops or else your devices. This is happening all through this only. The person is going to see this so and so called as requirement of free, like getting free software with full of access. So he'll be injecting his malware into that software, and he'll be changing the code there. Just we'll be removing the true call, like see so and so called as, let's take an example of true caller. If you are willing to download a third party app with everything unlocked, so what does that happen? How does it happen? The hacker changes the code of a true caller premium app, and he'll be changing that to be paid, and he'll be morphing the data in that, and he'll be uploading into the server, and now you will be downloading that will also have malware in it. So he can get all the control over your phone. Not only you who can get the premium features, but he will be getting the control over your phone. So I request not to download the third party apps or premium apps from the malicious content available over internet. Coming to the main slide, how to sustain an IT sector. So you need to have a new technologies. You need to adapt to new technologies. You need to have leadership skills, security, web technologies, hardware, networkings. Leaderships are the main things. See, people say that pretend to be leaders for their activities, but in true, they couldn't handle a group of bunch of people even. So we need to be make sure that we have good experience working with team and also interacting with our team, so that helping them do the assignments or also do the tasks that we are provided. We need to adapt. The other main important thing that we need to discuss is adapt to new things. So we need to like adapt ourselves to the situation that we are facing. So we need to be adaptable, and we need to be like flexible for any situation that is going to be faced for us. So people look for these two main qualities. keeping aside that you have some technical knowledge. So people be looking for these two things: adopting adopting to new situations and leadership skills. And coming to the next thing is hardware. Hardware is also important, as because you can't reach the cybersecurity computer consultant every time you face a problem in this laptop or device while you work. So it increases your time, work time, and also you get some delay in your work. So if you are having good experience with the hardware of your computer, then you can solve it by yourself. The troubleshooting is done by yourself. Then what is necessary of a computer consultant to approach you and waste your time? So see, approaching the consultant is a time process, and he, like that person coming to your home or else your company and checking for that troubleshooting, that is another point. So this is a time taking process. To avoid that, we need to have some good grip on hardware. Coming to web technologies, what is web technologies? HTML, JavaScript. Okay, yeah, this is the main entrance for the businesses. So business needs to be done through web technologies only. So to expose their features and also their services, they will be exploring, or they'll be putting all the attractive content in the websites, and they'll be attracting the customers to visit the company and make deals with them. So everyone will be concentrating on web technologies. Every business company has its own website. So this has also been always in same sector, like it's constant, and it has more openings in it. Coming to next slide, let's see the vision of cyber world. So this is my vision of creating a cyber world which is safe from cyber activities. So I have developed a blog where we have we'll be posting all the different content of cyber crimes, and also we'll be analyzing them and giving you the good news. Like you'll be knowing what's fake news and good news also here, and we'll be keeping update on every topic so that we'll be coming into the market, like IoT devices and also hacking of IoT devices, and how is this possible to make ourselves safe from these cyber attacks. All the things will be discussed in the cyber blogs also that we are providing. So you can visit us from the website of Cyber Team. This is an organization that we have started up for creating awareness in the India, so that teens are also being targeted. So here in cyber world, many attacks are done on the teenagers people, as they are more in process of getting educated. They get easily trapped, as because they get easily attracted towards deals offers. So to avoid these and to create some awareness between them, we had taken some initiative to bring up the solutions from all these things and make sure that all the childrens and teenagers are safe from cyberbullying and also from cyber attacks. This is a cyber world that we are expecting to be safe. You can contact us on the website above, and you can scan the QR code to visit our website. You can contact me upon the WhatsApp, and also you can mail me upon the cyberteam14@gmail.com. You can visit and ask your queries at WhatsApp or Instagram. I'll be clearing your doubts. Thanks for attending the webinar, and we'll be hoping for soon to meet again with a new topic and of cybersecurity.